What is going on, guys? It is your boy K-Mac coming back at you with one of those cartoon conspiracy theories that you guys love so much. And I would like to take a second here to talk about the gameplay just for 1 second. I know it doesn't interest all of you guys, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I did get a new capture card. I finally upgraded from my old HD PVR to an Elgato Game Capture HD, and I am loving it. So I will going to be doing a quick video on that probably later in the week, just to show you guys my new setup and to show you guys how it works, and pretty much suggest to you guys what to get if you guys are looking to get into the video game scene on YouTube. So looking forward to that, but I don't want to talk too much about the gameplay because we have a theory to talk about today, and the theory that we're talking about today is the famous Pokemon War in Kanto theory. Now, if you are not familiar with the first generation of Pokemon, well, which you should be, if you've not played the first generation of Pokemon, you are just missing out because, my God, those games are simply amazing. Some of the best games ever made, in my opinion, of any console, anything. Just some of the best games ever. But basically, what Kanto is the very first map or region that you get to play in the very original Pokemon games. It's the only one, actually, in the original Pokemon games. And I'm talking, of course, of Red, Yellow, and Blue. I guess you could say Green, technically, if you were in Japan or whatever. But in the United States, it was Red, Blue, and Yellow. But basically, it's the only map, only place you can access in this. You don't get to go to Johto or the other ones until later generations. Basically, what this theory says is that there was a giant war that ravaged this whole continent, and I guess pretty good reasons why this could be a legit theory. It holds more water than I ever thought it would. So let's go ahead and jump in right into this theory. Now, basically, this theory is that there was a massive war in Kanto in the original Pokemon series. Now, if you guys don't know what Kanto is, if you've never played the original Pokemon games, that is a true shame. You should probably just go kill yourself or take the easier option and go buy these games and play them because, God, they are so amazing. You can even get them on your computer online for free. You can get the ROMs. Please go play these games if you've never played them. Like I've said, Pokemon Yellow is probably my all-time favorite game of all time. But anyway, getting back to this, Kanto is the original map or region in the original Pokemon games, the original Red, Blue, and Yellow. It is the very first place to explore. It is the very first time you go on a Pokemon adventure is in Kanto, as opposed to Johto or some of the other ones in the later games. I'm not really sure what else that goes into. But basically, this theory, all it has to say is that before your adventure, or basically when you were a small child, even though you're about 10 or something around 10 in the beginning of this adventure, sometime in your early childhood, there was a massive war. And basically, there's a lot of signs that lead to, pointing out that there was a giant war in Kanto when you were an early child. And also, there's a lot of weird occurrences that make you think of it also. Starting out, there you don't have a father. There's never any mention of Ash's or Red's father anywhere in any point of this. There's just no mention of it. There's nothing. Basically, you have a mother, you have a single mother, and that's about it. It doesn't mention him in the games, in the cards, in the mangas, in the series, the cartoons. No mention of your father, where he is, even if he's alive. There's no mention of him. And the same goes for both of Gary's parents. Gary or Blue, which is also your friend / nemesis in all these games, or the original games at least. There's no mention of anybody in his family. He seems to just be completely orphaned, and that is a total boner for Gary, but he's a total cocksucker anyway. But basically, also, there's all kinds of children just journeying the world at will. There's no parents to tell them no. There's no rules, basically. Ash's mom accepts that Ash at age 10 or 11 or 12 is the man of the household and can make his own decisions and can go out into a big, dangerous world by himself, that he doesn't need anybody's help. And basically, that's it. There's no father to lay down the law and tell anybody no. And pretty much your mother just accepts this. Also, there's all kinds of old men warning you about danger. Pretty much like every old man you talk to warns you about some kind of danger, about walking in tall grass, about going down a certain path, about going to Rock Tunnel without Flash, about Team Rocket, about this, about that. They always seem to be warning you of impending doom or danger, and it may be something to do to them being a little still shell-shocked after a war. Another point is that most of the people that you meet are either A, young children about your age, or B, gym leaders that appeared to be some kind of military leaders, or not just military leaders, but appeared to have been involved in this war in some way. But yeah, everyone's either real young or real old or pretty much a military or affiliated with some form of organized crime. That's another thing that's big in this. If you're not a child or a gym leader, you appear to be either, you know, a woman, A, or B, a Team Rocket member, which is organized crime. And it just seems a little fishy to me that there's not a whole lot of middle-aged men sitting around. You know, it seems like a lot of the middle to upper-aged men have just kind of been wiped off the planet, never to be spoken of again, pretty much. Another thing to be noticed is that there's a whole bunch of hospitals and gyms, but there are no, like, leisure things. There's no movie theaters, no roller skating rinks. There's nothing like that at all. And that leads me to think that, you know, during war, there's not a whole lot of time for things like that. During, like, World War II, there wasn't a whole lot of time for movie theaters. Everyone was trying to help with the war effort. There wasn't a whole lot of time for roller skating rinks or for fun with your friends at the movies, things along those lines. It makes a lot of sense that there wouldn't be a whole lot of those. There'd be a lot of hospitals. There'd be a lot of gyms to train your Pokemon for battle, to level them up, to get ready for battle in a war. Now, the biggest piece of evidence is, of course, Lieutenant Surge. Everyone knows that Lieutenant is a military rank in the military, and then he's also dressed like a military person, and he also speaks like a military person. And this, what I'm going to read, is a direct quote from the original game from Lieutenant Surge when you first battle him. He says, quote, "Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, that's for sure. I would tell you, kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war." Then he comes right out and says that there was a war. And basically, now you realize that there was a war in Kanto, your father died, and your rival lost all his parents. And you're among the first generation of kids to come back in a peacetime after the war in Kanto. And it just blows your fucking mind. But that's it for this video, guys. So game the fuck on. Until next time, peace out. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys go ahead and hit that like button. If this video gets to 600 likes, I'll go ahead and drop out the next theory for you guys a day early. And make sure you guys subscribe for more of these videos in your sub box. And this video's secret word is going to be ham bone. So go ahead and drop a comment with the word ham bone in it. I know you guys made it this far in the video. And that's it, guys. Game the fuck on. Until next time. Peace out.